The number one and most common public speaking and communication mistake is using filler words. Yet, it's the most challenging mistake to avoid. But not anymore, because in today's episode, I'm going to share with you the only guide that you need that will help you to avoid using filler words and to elevate your public speaking and communication skills. Hi, I'm Lucy, and I'm here to help you master the art of public speaking. Before we dive into the strategies that you need to implement to avoid using filler words, we need to talk about two main essential steps first. What happens if you use filler words in your speech or in your conversation? Number one, you will lose your audience's attention. Number two, you will decrease your leadership and your authority. And number three, which is everybody's fear, it shows that you lack the confidence, because it shows that you're not well prepared and you're not so sure about your subject and your material. Second, before you start working on your filler words, you need to identify what kind of filler word you gravitate to the most, because we all assume that filler words are and like. But in fact, there are 4 types of filler word. Let's identify these filler words, and I want you to think and reflect what kind of filler word you use the most. Type number 1, the classics. These are the most common filler words that people use. For example, and, so, well. Type number 2 are called the phrases. You know, kind of, sort of, I think, I feel, I guess, something like that. Type 3 are called the tagged questions. Isn't it? Wouldn't it? Right? Okay? You know what I mean. And type 4 of the filler words are called the adverbs. For example, actually, basically, technically, apparently, and the most common, like. So now you know what are the 4 types of filler word. Which filler word you use the most? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, we already know what happens to our speech or to our conversation if we use filler words a lot, and what are the types of filler words. How are we supposed to avoid this number one and biggest common mistake in public speaking and communications? There are several steps. Choose what's best for you and what suits you the most. Step number 1, if you have a very well prepared speech, be prepared. Know your subject, know your material. If you are confident about your subject and your material, it is guaranteed that you are going to use just very few of your filler words, if none. If you are so sure and aware about your subject, your material, you're confident enough, even if you forgot any idea or any sentence, you'll be able to improvise and go with the flow. Now, if you have an impromptu speech or you're handling a Q&A, you're talking to someone for the first time, you're not prepared, you're just improvising. Here's what you need to do. Number 2, do not be afraid of silence. Before you start speaking, start with a long pause. There's no need for you to directly start speaking. This will give you enough time for you to think, to reflect, to grab your ideas, and then start projecting your thoughts. And in fact, this is a very big bonus for you to grab your audience's attention and to show good leadership and authority before you start speaking, whether you want to speak on stage or you're having a conversation with someone you just met. And as well, do not be afraid to use pauses. Pausing is the easiest way to avoid filler words. Every time you feel you want to use a filler word, and, like, actually, right? You know what I mean. All of these are filler words. Every time you feel you want to say a filler word, simply pause. It's very easy and it's very effective as well, because it's going to help you in your vocal variety. Number 3, slow your pace. There's no need for you to speak fast. Slow down, take your time. This will help you a lot to grab your thoughts, grab your idea, and be cautious about your filler word. It's so much better to talk slowly rather than to talk fast with high energy and use a lot of filler words in your conversation or in your speech. So these are the 3 very essential steps that you need to be aware of to fix this very common public speaking and communication mistake. If you find this episode helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more high-value public speaking and communication episodes every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.